That was a big line of thunderstorms in southeastern Wisconsin midday today, and now we have more storms on the way. Hey, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tom Wachs. Here is your deep dive for Sunday, August 9th. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. Let me show you first of all here. These are rain totals. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can see Lake Michigan there. A swath of a half an inch to an inch of rain out of this system earlier today, and we had some hail, some strong winds, and boy, a lot of lightning with that as well. So just wanted to show you that. But now I want to switch over to the satellite because this is not good news. We're starting to clear things out a little bit, and I think that's going to pave the way for more thunderstorms this evening. The question is, will it be over us or will it be down in Illinois? So let's get into the latest data here. Here's the high resolution data coming in this afternoon, and there goes the line heading off to our east. Now, that was a nasty line again that came through here, very dark for a time as well. Now, as we go into this evening, here's 8 o'clock, still showing dry conditions with storms popping after about 10 o'clock, mainly in Illinois. So most of this could stay down to the south, but there's a frontal boundary just kind of hugging the state line, so we'll see how that shapes out tonight. I'm not totally sold that it's going to completely miss us at this point. I don't think we're going to see anything too major out of it. Again, the bulk of it staying south, but we could have some heavy rain, maybe some gusty winds out of these storms. This is 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Look at Chicago. I mean, just seeing tons of rain. We're going to be on the edge of this, if at all. So bottom line for tonight, the closer you live to the Illinois border, the greater your chances are of seeing more storms. Now, we go into Monday, and here's Monday morning, mainly dry, maybe a stray shower. Then as we get into Monday afternoon, look at these nasty storms developing right along the border, and this is going to be 5, 6 p.m., so we need to watch that for our border communities as well, and then that kind of fizzles out as we head into the evening hours, but then more storms overnight tomorrow night, again, all along that frontal boundary that's near the Wisconsin-Illinois border, and then more storms, you guessed it, on Tuesday. And this is really wild because I have not had a forecast that I have put thunderstorms in every day in for quite a while. And here is why. So let me show you the jet stream. This is showing the jet stream at about 30,000 feet. And notice how it's pretty much right over us. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then we warm up a little bit Saturday with a bit of a ridge of high pressure, but we basically keep the jet stream over us into early next week. So what does that mean? Remember in one of my deep dives last week, I talked about atmospheric waves. So this is 18,000 feet. These are showing the little waves. This is the one that came through. You can see Wisconsin right here. This is the one that came through midday, giving us that line of thunderstorms. And we're just going to keep seeing wave upon wave. Look at these little areas coming through. Wave upon wave almost every single day. So what's really important, and that's because the jet stream is right over us. So what's really important with the forecast here is it's going to look very rainy, but it's not going to be all day rains. We're going to have, chances for thunderstorms. They might miss us south, right? Or it may be later at night or early in the morning. So you really have to pay attention this week to the forecast each and every day because the forecast could change depending on each one of those waves. Now, from a severe weather standpoint, let's dive back into this. First of all, I love this NATOcast product. I'm not overly concerned with major severe weather tonight. I think mainly wind and hail, if anything. So this doesn't give me too much pause right now, but I want to switch over to the Storm Prediction Center just to show you here a couple of things. Number one is we're still under a slight risk in some of our areas for tonight, all right, and that just came out as of 3 o'clock. Again, slim tornado risk, yes, I think I agree with that. The wind risk is better, and there's a bit of a hail risk too. So that's today. Tomorrow's risk is mainly down to the south, which I agree with, but again, maybe right along the border. There's your tornado risk south, wind, and hail risk. And then as we go into the day 3, so that is going to be Tuesday, it's mainly south. But again, I think heavy rain is going to be the main threats out of this because it's wave upon wave upon wave. So if we get rain in spots every single day this week, we could end up with a couple of inches of rain out of this. And again, some areas had a half an inch to an inch this morning and midday. So just to summarize here, could we have severe weather with any of these storms? Yes. Am I overly concerned about it? No. But we do need to watch each day. Like the one model I showed you for tomorrow afternoon and evening has some strong storms along the border. So it's possible. The other takeaway is if you live in Sheboygan, your chances for rain is a lot less than if you live in Kenosha or in Lake Geneva. All right. So farther south, the greater chance you have for rain. And far and away, the biggest point I want to make is when you look at the forecast on our 6-day, it's thunderstorms, thunderstorms, thunderstorms every day. That doesn't mean it's going to rain all day. Don't cancel your plans. Just keep an eye out to the forecast because the timing and location of each day's thunderstorm chances will depend on where those waves and where the frontal boundaries sit. So just keep that in mind. It looks wet, and on apps it's going to look really wet. It's not. It's not going to be an all-day rain, but just make sure to stay tuned to the forecast for the latest timing and location. All right. Hope you survived those midday storms today. Those were some pretty powerful ones. We'll keep an eye on the storms tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll keep you posted. Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe for more.